Let's talk about personality disorders. Well, they're not physiological in nature. Personality disorders are what? They're not physiological in nature. And this is why they're listed in Axis 2. It's not a physiological problem that makes itself manifest externally. It's something else. Really? What is it? It has to do with an inability. An inability how? An inability on their part to adapt. To adapt to what? To what? To the outside world. It's not like they don't want to. It doesn't come from not wanting. It doesn't come from not wanting to? That's right. They actually don't have the ability. They don't have the capacity. They don't have the capacity to what? To adapt. They don't have the capacity, the ability, the capacity to adapt. They respond to all events in how many ways? One way. That's amazing. So they don't have the ability or capacity to adapt. They respond to all events in one way and one way only. How is that? They're born, so to speak, with one tool. And what does this tool do? It deals, they use it to deal with all external events. That sounds pretty bad. Can you give me an example of that? Sure I can. Let's go out into nature and look at our favorite animal. Kind and gentle lion. All right. Let's talk about lions. When lions decide to fight it out, that's quite a dangerous prospect. Even if you win, you could lose. You could win the battle and lose the war. You lose an eye, now your ability to get food is greatly minimized. You may have killed the other lion, but if he blinds and cripples you, it's a pyrrhus victory. All right. So when lions decide to fight it out, what do they do in order to avoid this big danger of a fight? Well, the first thing they do is they roar at each other for guess how long? For approximately anywhere from a half hour to 1 hour. Now, why would they do that? Well, the answer becomes apparent as to why they would do that after you watch them. All of a sudden, after about a half an hour, about a half an hour to 1 hour later, all of a sudden, one of them stops roaring. He stops roaring. And then what does he do? He goes away. He just walks away? Yes. He walks away exhausted. Why would he walk away exhausted? Because that guy has lung mites. Wow. And lung mites exhaust him after a while. Wow. So if roaring exhausts him after 30 minutes, after just 30 minutes, then what can we conclude? Well, we can very easily conclude something. That he'll never be able to keep up in a real fierce battle with the other lion. So what is the result of this encounter? Well, they have avoided something. What have they avoided? They have avoided serious injury. How have they avoided serious injury? Through a multi-tool approach to conflict resolution. They had more than one tool, and they used them to avoid serious combat and the threat of even more serious injury. How? Through a multi-tool approach to conflict resolution. Let's stop here and continue in the next video. So long from Hoboken Gear. Bye-bye now.